aircraft enthusiasts, in fact for anyone with a sense of occasion, because Concorde flew over the Midlands and landed at Birmingham Airport. It's more than 30 years since it first took to the skies, and it's still reckoned by many to be the greatest passenger plane of them all. It cost around £2 billion to develop back in the late 1960s, and it famously has a supersonic cruising speed in excess of 1,300 miles an hour. It's always been an exclusive way to travel, with a return ticket from London to New York costing a cool £8,300.
But all good things must come to an end, as our transport correspondent Peter Plisner found out when he joined more than 8,000 well-wishers at Birmingham Airport today.
The graceful arrival of a much-loved aircraft. Thousands turned out to say goodbye to an icon of British aviation.
It's unique. It's technically, it was so advanced when it came out, and it's still very advanced in many ways.
Oh, I think it's a beautiful aircraft. It's a beautiful shape, and no matter how you look at it, it always looks right.
Oh, it's a beautiful aircraft to fly. It's so crisp and precise on the controls. It's a pilot's dream to fly. In fact, it's more like flying a fast jet, a fighter.
The British and the
1960s, Concorde was the first and still is the only supersonic passenger jet. 84-year-old Eric Eccles from Marston Green was one of the original Concorde engineers.
Oh, it's the finest aircraft built, no doubt. I used to get a thrill every time I saw it flying. I only wished I could have gone up myself.
And this is what Concorde looks like close up. I must confess it's a bit smaller than I thought, but they do say small is beautiful, and in the case of Concorde, I think they're exactly right. Checking in this afternoon, Barry Pickering from Rowley Regis. He and his wife, Christine, are amongst 66 lucky competition winners from the Midlands. The big prize, a trip on one of Concorde's last ever passenger flights.
7 years ago, Christine paid for me to go on Concorde, and I always said that I'd try and pay her back and take her on it. And when I saw this competition, I thought, well, I've got to enter it. It could be my last chance.
Despite moves by Virgin boss Richard Branson to buy up the Concorde fleet, most of the planes are being donated to museums around the world.
Oh, it's magnificent, don't you think?
Yeah, it certainly is a sad day. Now, if you have an idea on what to do with Concorde, please tell us and send it to us on email to midlandstoday@bbc.co.uk.
Now, in our